Hello, and welcome to my tutorial for INR Accounting 2017 Professional Edition. This tutorial is for newcomers and experienced users looking to brush up on the basics, so really there's something here for everybody. This tutorial will cover the Professional Edition. If you're using the Standard Edition, go ahead and click the button to go to my tutorial for the Standard Edition. Now the first thing you're going to see when you load up INR Accounting is this screen. If you're new to INR, or maybe you're used to older versions of the INR suite, this screen may seem daunting, but once you get used to it, you'll find it's not so scary after all. Let's start by creating a new project file. You'll be prompted to select a template. There are lots of options, but let's just start with basic, because that's what we're doing, we're learning the basics. That takes us to the default spreadsheet, which in the Professional Edition starts us off with a few simple features that really streamline the accounting process. On top we have company name. Now this is very important. This is not where you type the company name. That comes later in the process on the Official Use tab. Company name is where you input the year of your company's founding, formatted, very important, formatted written out in all caps. You technically can write it out in lowercase, but that's an advanced technique that INR only recommends for experienced users. So again, 2 years to the day after the company's founding, all lowercase. If you haven't used the INR suite since the 2012 edition, this next feature will be brand new to you. In the drop-down under Incorporated, we have the Create Character option. This is exclusive to the Professional Edition of INR, and it's really where the modern accounting process begins, so let's get right into it. Right out of the gate, you can see we have a plethora of options. By default, the character creation is set to Business Dad. There are options for Slime Boy and Crying Ghost, but today we're going to be creating just a regular Business Dad. INR has announced Karate Mom functionality for the 2018 update, and I'll be covering that in a later video. Very excited about that. So you'll want to pick the Business Dad best suited to your particular accounting needs. For this demonstration, I want a dad who isn't too stocky and maybe doesn't like to listen to rap music. I can scroll through the full list until I find what I'm looking for, but that's not very efficient. Instead, let's go to the Filter tab, and here I'm going to type in Lanky Bones and also Hot 97, and you can see that's going to filter the main list down to very svelte business dads who feel uncomfortable in certain neighborhoods. This dad looks pretty good, let's go with him. Oh, well, okay, I'm actually glad this happened. This is uncommon, but from time to time you will draw the attention of Struwelpeter. The majority of his riddles can be found in the help documentation, but after a while, the answers will just be second nature. So for instance, here we're going to type in the Lantern Keeper, and just like that, we've satisfied Struwelpeter and we can get right back to the accounting process. We've picked a good and strong business dad, and his default settings will suit the vast majority of your accounting needs, but there are some great options for further customization. We have the Materials drop-down menu, and that's going to let us pick between flesh, cloth, wood, and cyber. So if you're one of our customers in Canada, for example, this cloth option is going to be very handy for a lot of your accounting needs, but for our purposes, we're going to stick with flesh. We also have a drop-down menu for hair. You might think this choice is purely cosmetic, and if you do, I really pity you. So you can see here we have clean cut, long, emotional, guile, other, and you'll notice that the kid and play option is grayed out because we did specifically select a business dad who was unfamiliar with kid and play. If you're really married to the high top fade, you'll have to go back a few steps and risk the ire of Struwelpeter, but depending on your accounting needs, that might be necessary. For now though, we're just going to select emotional. Below the hair dropdown is the height slider, which is a deprecated feature. If you're an experienced user, you might want to access the legacy height slider, but as you can see, for our business dad, the height slider won't get us the results we're looking for. So to undo the height change, we can go to the top menu and select Edit, Undo, or we can use the Undo shortcut, which is Control and Z. The rest of the sliders are still functional in the 2017 edition. We have Complexion, Mood, Power, Sensuality, and Bonus. You can see we have many options to choose from. Once you're happy with your business dad, you can click Next, which prompts you to enter his name and bio. You'll want to make sure the name is not identical to your company's name. As you can see, that's going to throw some errors in the compiling stage. Instead, let's go with the name of your dad, Richard. The content of the bio is mostly for personal use. What we really want to focus on is the font of the bio. You might want to use an italicized font, but as you can see, that is going to negatively impact many of your dad's stats and pigeonhole him as a ranged DPS character. I like to go with a very small underlined font. That's going to give your business dad access to a lot of languages, including Elven and Italian. All that's left now is to print our character. For this process, you will need an official INR printer. Your standard printer just isn't going to have the capacity for INR's unique ink-intensive printing process. If your INR printer is malfunctioning, there is an option for regular printers that will do in a pinch, but obviously I highly recommend printing with the official INR printer. So we just select landscape, click print, and that's it, we're finished accounting. As you can already see, INR Accounting 2017 Professional Edition is on the cutting edge of accounting software, and this basic tutorial is only the tip of the iceberg. There are so many options for customization, so the best way to learn is to just open the software and start cooking up some dads. Okay, that's it for me. See you next video.